when you're expanding an expression, you're doing the reverse process of factorization. So you multiply the term outside the brackets with every term inside the bracket, okay? So there you have 2 open bracket x plus 3y close bracket. You will multiply 2 with every term inside the bracket. So that term outside the bracket, you're going to multiply it with every term inside the bracket. I always use arrows because it's easier to navigate to what are you multiplying the 2 with. So you can use that, use colors as well, whatever works for you. I think this is easier. So you're going to say 2 times x, which is going to give you 2x. Okay, and then you're going to say 2 times 3y, which will give you 6y. And then you're done. Okay, so when you're expanding, you're getting rid of your brackets. Your answer will not have brackets. So number 2, m open bracket m plus 1 plus 2 open bracket m plus 1. So you're going to multiply the term outside the bracket with the terms inside the bracket. So m times everything inside the bracket, 2 times m inside everything in the bracket, okay? I use arrows, I use colors to navigate what I'm multiplying with, okay? So you're going to multiply m with everything inside the bracket, okay? So use colors if you like. It'll help you navigate to see what you're doing. And then you can also not use colors. It all depends on you and how you understand and how it makes it easier for you to actually solve your expression, okay? So you're also going to multiply 2 with everything inside the bracket. You're going to multiply 2 with m and you're going to multiply 2 with 1, okay? So use colors, don't use colors. It's up to you. It makes it easier when you're using colors because you identify what are you multiplying with, okay? So let's try solve that and see if we understand, okay? So do that on paper as well. Do it yourself as well, or you can follow on the video. M times m, remember that rule, same basis. You add your indices. So that's going to give us m squared. Then m times 1, it's just m. And then 2 times m, it's going to give us 2m. And then 2 times 1, it's just 2. And then that's our final answer. But then no, you can also group your terms. When you see that you've got like terms, in this case, you've got m and m there. So when you've got terms that are like, you can group them. So put them together, which they already are right now. And then you can add or subtract them. So you can add 1m, that invisible 1 there, with 2m, okay? So that will give you m squared. M squared doesn't change because there's nothing like with it. And then m plus 2m, that's going to give us 3m because there's that invisible 1 with m there, okay? And then 2 stays the same because there's nothing like with 2, okay? And then that's your final answer, okay? So let's try the next one. I'm just going to keep quiet and then you follow with your eyes. Hopefully you can navigate through it. So write it down and then see if you can also solve it while you going through the video. I hope you got that answer. So do you see how easy it is? Okay. So let's do the next one and see if you can also follow. Okay. So number 4, you're given 4x times open bracket x minus 2 close bracket plus 3x open bracket x minus 2. Okay. So you're going to multiply the term outside the brackets with every term inside the bracket. So you'll multiply 4x with everything inside the bracket. Again, I'm using colors to help me navigate to see what am I multiplying 4 with, okay? So 3x with everything inside the bracket. I'm using a different color to help me navigate, okay? So 4x times x, it's 4x squared. Remember, same basis, you add the indices, okay? And then from there, 4x times minus 2, it will give me minus 8x, okay? And then 3x times x, remember, same basis, you add the indices. So 3x times x is going to give me 3x squared, okay? And then 3x times 2 will give you negative 6x. So now, do you see you've got 4 terms? Now look for like terms. Like terms in this case will be 4x squared and 3x squared, because x squared there and x squared there. And then 8x and 6x, they've got x and x. Do you see? So you're going to group them. So you're going to put them together so that you're able to either add or minus them. So you're going to put 4x squared plus 3x squared together, and then minus 8x minus 6x together. This is called grouping. You've grouped them together, like terms together, okay? And then you're going to say 4x squared plus 3x squared, which is going to give you 7x squared. So you only add the coefficients and you leave the variables as they are. You don't change them. You're not multiplying, you're adding, so you leave them. And then you're going to say minus 8x minus 6x, which is minus 14x. Add the coefficients and leave the variables alone. So are we good? Are we having fun?